Welcome to today's session. We're going to get started in about 3 or 4 minutes, so just get everything ready. Today you're going to need a ball, as always. If you don't have a football, no problem. You can use like any ball you've got, a golf ball, a tennis ball, anything. And you'll need a ball, and if you've got access to a wall, that will be really helpful, because today we're going to be attempting to learn a handstand. I have never been able to do a handstand before, and I'm likely to be really rubbish. So I can show you the theory of a handstand, and then we'll see if I can do it. Probably not. And then we'll focus on one of our global goals. So yeah, hope you're ready for the session, and we're going to start with the warm-up, which is going to involve it's like musical statues, but with the ball. So you're going to be dribbling around, and when the music stops, then you have to freeze and do a balance. You can either play it with your own music, or you can join in with us. I'm going to have some salsa tunes playing. Okay, if you haven't tuned in before, welcome. We're streaming here from Chile, from Brave Park, which is our adventure park, which is sadly currently closed due to coronavirus. So instead of having kids here, we are living here, which is fun. And so I'm going to be showing you some of the exercises today from live. Okay, if you can just maybe send us a little like or something, just to let us know that you can hear us. And also, it's always interesting to know where you're watching from. We've had people watching from Kenya, Uganda, Colombia, Jordan, England, Denmark, States, Chile. So yeah, hi to everyone. Hola a todos. Yeah, let us know where you're watching from. You can either join in, or you can just watch it, as I know some people sometimes just watch it in the background. Ready to rumba? Okay, so I'll show you the plan of the day. So here's my session plan. So we're going to do a dribbling progression. So we're building on what we did in session 2, where we learnt the basics of dribbling. And today I'm going to show you 3 different skills: the stepover, the rollover, and the Maradona. And so I'll go through each one with these diagrams, and I'll show you step by step. And then hopefully you can use them to bring a bit of flair to your game when you next play a football match. I am really missing football. I'm sure a lot of you are too. So hopefully this will help you to improve. Then we're going to be looking at the handstand. Voila! I did some research this morning, because I have no idea about handstanding. So I've got some research and some tips here for us to learn together. I've never done it before, like I said, so could end in disaster. And then I'll show you something about one of the global goals. Each week we focus on a different global goal, and focus on a different team from the Global World Cup that showcased that goal. So let's get warmed up. So get your ball at the ready, and what you need is to put your music on, or you can listen to our salsa tunes. You just need a space. It doesn't matter if you don't have a big space. I know my friend Maiken does it just on her yoga mat, so yeah, even if you've only got a tiny area, you can still get involved. So the idea, hopefully, if you have someone to be a DJ at home, you can get them to stop the music. If not, then Goose here, our cameraman, is multitasking right now and being a DJ too. So multi-talented, Goose. Okay, so I'll try and listen to the music, and so you're just going to practice the basics of dribbling. Let's go. So just practice. Remember last time we used the inside of our feet, and we used the sole. And the outside. So just imagine you're in like Caribbean or somewhere with salsa tunes. And the idea is that you're getting your heart rate up. Make sure you're using both feet. And if you can, try looking up as well, because in the game you'll need to look up to have some awareness of what's going on. Not to change the direction. Increase your body temperature. Get all your muscles moving. And whenever the music stops, you need to freeze. As quick as you can. You could do this with your family or maybe your kids. And see, have like the kind of forfeits for whoever's last. I'm sadly playing on my own, so I'm going to win every time. Sorry, I didn't hear it. Hopefully you're reacting quicker than I am. I can't wait to train with actually people rather than just myself. Okay, this time when we stop, you have to do 5 toe taps. Okay, let's go. I can't hear the music. So. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Keep going. Try and bring the intensity up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, now we're going to get our upper body warmed up, sorry, because we're really doing handstands later. So you can either bounce your ball or you can throw it in the air. Okay, let's go. Again, when the music stops, you're going to freeze and try and spin the ball on your finger. How low can you go? Using your fingertips. Oh, a bit slow to react. Okay, and let's get the whole body moving. So you're going to go round your waist now, and the other way. Okay. Now we're going to do a figure of 8 round your legs. Remember, we called this the octopus warm up the other day. Okay, here's a little challenge for you. Ready? See if you can do that and swap your hands around. Ready? You can add a bounce in between if you want. Okay, now we're going to intensify the stretch. So I'm stretching my groin here while mobilising the shoulders. Okay, now we're going to pass it like this. So we're stretching our legs, warming up the hip joint. Okay, let's speed it up. Oh, was that a stop? So we'll take a moment to appreciate the skills of Goose filming and DJing. Okay, everyone ready for action? Hopefully you warmed up. You should feel that your pulse rate's gone up, your body temperature's increased, and maybe your breathing rate has increased. And that's what you need, because we don't want to get injured during this session. Okay, so let's look at the dribbling we're going to be doing today. So these skills, you would use them in a match to take on a defender. So they're like one-on-one dribbling skills, a bit like what Jackie focused on in her session and the one-on-ones. So you want to be using like feints. The stepover is a type of feint where you're doing a move to disguise what you're actually doing. It's to trick a defender that you're going one way and you go the other way. So first up is the stepover. So if you can focus in on that. So the stepover is a feint. You may have seen like a lot of pro players doing it. Cristiano Ronaldo does it a lot. You're going to draw a circle around the ball with your little toe. When I coach kids, a lot of kids do it the other way around. So they draw in a circle with their big toe, and that means they end up like that, which doesn't look very cool. So we want to draw it with the outside of your toe, and the reason for that is that you can accentuate the movement and then deceive the defender that you're going one way when you're actually going the other way. Okay, so I'll do it in slow motion. Ready? So ball in front. I'm going to do it with my right foot. So your left foot planted. Imagine you're the defender. So I'm going to execute this about 1 meter away from the defender. Okay, so imagine you're playing against me, and I'm going to use this to distract them. So ready? So my legs are going to go around the ball, drawing a circle with my little toe, and I'm dropping the shoulder. So as the defender, which way do you think I'm going if I'm like this? Yeah, you're going to think I'm going that way. Okay, but no, I'm going to go the other way. Okay, let's do that again. Ready? A bit faster this time, so we're going to go around the ball like that. And then change direction. Okay, other foot. So around the ball like that, drop my shoulder. Ready? So we're going to speed it up a bit. Round the ball, let's go for the other one. Can you see I'm using my little toe to draw around the ball? Okay? So in a match, you might want to do a single step over, or you could do a double step over for double confusion. Okay, so let's do a double one. 1, 2, and then I'm going that way. Ready? So imagine I'm dribbling the ball towards you. I'm going to do 1, 2, and then take the ball that way. Okay? So let's do it at full speed now. So I'm dribbling. 1, 2, let's go. Ready? Ready? And again, we're dribbling the ball, and then suddenly, okay? I'll show you from behind. Ready? So go like this. 1, 2, and then take it away. So the takeaway is with the outside of your foot. Luckily, due to all this training, you guys are going to be so comfortable using the outside of your foot because you've been doing so much practice. Okay, so that's the step over. Let's see how long it takes us to do 20 step overs. Are you ready? So even if you don't have a big ball, oh yeah, here's my little ball. There's no excuses if you do not have a ball at home. Little ball, you can also do it. Obviously it feels a bit weird, but you can still do it and get the movement patterns. Okay. My auntie in Scotland has actually bought a football specifically for doing these drills, so well done. Great dedication. Okay, so 20 seconds, 20 step overs. Let's see how long it's going to take us. We're going to start in 3, 2, 1, let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. How long was that? I don't know, maybe 10 seconds. Okay, so have a practice at home, and you can do competitions if you've got anyone to play with. Okay, so I'll show you one more time in slow motion. Ready? To approach the ball. We're going round as a feint to deceive the defender. Other way. And then I'll finally take it away that way. Excellent. Well done. Next one is the rollover. So this one we're going to be using the sole of our foot to move the ball laterally across our body. There's different rollovers you can do, but the one we're going to do is where you stop it with the other foot. Let's have a try. Okay, so remember we're using the sole of our foot. So you're going to start with the ball, and I'm going to contact it here. You see just below where my big toe is, on that part of the sole. It's going to start connecting with the ball, and then I'm going to feel the ball cross across my foot. So ready? So it's going to go like this. See, I've contacted it there. Like that. So finish up there. Okay? Same on the other foot. If you tuned in yesterday to the Brave Challenges, you would have seen that we did the zigzag zebra, and that involves rolling the ball as well. So have a go at that one. It's on our Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, website. Okay, so the rollover, you're going to roll it with one foot and catch it with the other foot. So that's just me doing a bit faster. So it's the same principle as the step over, that we're kind of feinting to go one way and then rolling it across. And if I was doing this in a match, then maybe I would do a roll, and then take it this way. Because the defender would think they're going that way, and then I change my mind. You can do 2 in a row. Okay, let's have a practice. I'll show you from behind. Ready? So roll. Got it? Okay, so we're going to see how long it takes us to do 20 rolls. On your marks, get set, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, let's speed it up. 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Well done, everyone. Especially well done if you've been doing it with a small ball or a golf ball. Hopefully there's some golfers out there giving this a go. Next up. Oh, we've got a tricky one next. So as you can see from the diagram, even the diagram's confusing. We're going to do the Maradona spin. It's a spin with the ball where you're going to be touching the ball with both feet and your whole body's going to spin in 360 degrees, and you're going to be touching the ball with the sole of your foot. So the reason you do this, apart from to look really flashy, would be to protect the ball from a defender and to confuse them. So I'm going to do it, I'll do it fast first so you can see what we're aiming for. So it's like a pirouette with the ball. You can imagine you're a ballet dancer. Okay, so let's break it down slowly. So if everyone can stand in front of their ball, and we're going to be moving laterally. Ready? So left foot goes on the ball. It's actually harder to do it slow. So I'll show you slow and then we'll speed it up. Left foot on the ball. Then I'm going to use the sole of my foot to move the ball slightly laterally. Spin. See, I'm spinning my body. Then I'm picking up my right foot. Right foot goes on the ball and spin. So my body's turned in 360 degrees. Let's try this again. So, left foot on, spin. I've done 180 now. Right foot on and spin. Speed it up. Okay, how's that going? It's just a lot of practice, these skills. It might look a bit overwhelming at the start, but I know you can do it. So just keep practicing. Okay, if I try and do it the other way. Okay, so remember it goes 1 foot on. Nice. And you'd use this if you're coming up against a defender. So imagine you're the defender, then I'm going to get my body. Remember we talked about shielding. My body's here. And I'm shielding the ball to get past them. Okay, so there we've got our 3 skills. We've got the step over, the rollover, and the Maradona. Okay, so those are 3 to practice for you guys. So with one-on-one skills, if you're on your own like I am, it is a little bit tricky to put these into a game situation. If I had loads of kids here, then we'd put defenders in. We'd play a game called Gladiators where you've got to get past defenders in different zones and then have a shot. But it's only me. So what I'd recommend you do is get like a cone or a water bottle. And imagine that's a defender. And then you're just going to use your skills to play against the defender and get past them. Probably you're going to win every time. Hopefully. It's unlikely that the water bottle is going to have a victory. Okay. Let's see how the water bottle copes with this Maradona turn. That's a 3-0 win to me against the water bottle. Okay, there's another game which, if you work with kids, if you're a coach, you put all the kids. I have a diagram of it. You can also see this on the Global Goals Impact Game website. It's a very small diagram. It's like British Bulldog. So the kids start on one side and they've got to dribble their balls across the other side. You can call it octopuses too, because the people in the middle can be sitting down, and they've got to try and tackle the ball from like a seated position, and you've got to dribble around. Okay, so that's just a game you could do. Again, it's pretty tricky on your own or even in your family, but if you've got a bigger family, and have a go at octopuses. Okay, so now we've done all the skills. Hopefully you've got the hang of those ones and you've got a lot of time to practice. Now we're going to move on to the handstand. Now, like I said, I've never done this before, so I've asked for a few tips. Imi, one of our ambassadors, is an amazing athlete and does lots of calisthenics, so I asked her for some tips and some friends who do yoga. So the first thing we need to do is warm up our hands and wrists. Okay, so let's have a go at that. So you're going to start by doing like a wave with your hands. Okay, get the wrists loosen up. Okay, let's get the hands spinning, arms spinning. So you imagine you're drawing, first of all, a big yoga ball, and then you're going to get smaller, a basketball, football, tennis ball, golf ball. Okay, and then let's see if we can do opposite directions. Okay, right, nice. Then we're gonna, so the next step is to practice it in downward dog. So just getting used to having some weight on your hands and your arms. So I'm gonna give this a go. So downward dog, ideally your body is supposed to be like a V. I'm sure that mine will not look like that, but let's try. So as a footballer, I've got very tight hamstrings. Also I do so much biking and running around. So ideally you would look like a V, but I need to bend my legs a bit to look like a V. Okay, you can even go into plank just to put a bit more pressure on your wrists. Nice and warmed up. Okay, so let's have a look at the diagram. It's actually starting to rain in Chile. So the next step I've got to do is practice kicking up one leg at a time. The idea is that your wrists, elbows, shoulders and hips are going to be aligned. You want to have your hands about shoulder width apart. When you do it, you need to push your shoulders up. So like have your arms to your ears. Imagine like that with both arms. Practice with kicking one leg up at a time, so you look like a bit of an L stand like that. And then you would move to doing both. I don't know if I'll get that far today. You can also do it the other way around, help like with your legs against the wall like that. The idea is to resist the temptation to fall against the wall and keep your whole core tense. Luckily we've been doing so many core strength exercises that this should be easy for everyone. Okay, so be thinking about activating your abs, your back and your glutes, and we're going to be looking behind me. So the next bit I'm going to do is practice kicking up. So this could end in disaster. Let's have a go. So hand shoulder width apart, and then apparently I've got to just kick up like that. It's really hard. So hopefully you've got a wall to practice on. And the idea is that you would get your body straight, but this is definitely going to take me a few sessions and a lot of practice. Okay, getting there. So now I'm going to try and see if I can fall against the wall. Very challenging activity. See, with the spirit of brave is all about pushing yourself, going out of your comfort zone, and to build your confidence. So that's what I'm trying to do today. Getting there. Sorry? stars of it. Okay, hopefully it's going better for you than it is for me, but the important thing is to try. So this time I'm going to try again, focus on keeping my core nice and tight. And not being, I feel a bit scared of falling, but I've got to remember there's a wall there. Ready? I'm going to kick up. Improving. Not getting very impressed faces from the cameraman here. Maybe if I do it for a bit of a run. Right, so I'm going to touch the wall. That's better! Okay, so I think the idea is to practice that quite a few times. I'll try and be a bit closer. Luckily I've got this climbing wall to practice on. Woohoo! Yoo-hoo! Okay. So I guess you just got to get used to the feeling of this. Hi! Definitely a good core workout. Oh. So I'll keep practicing that. All the blood's come to my head now. So keep practicing that, and then I'll try it again for the next session as well, the next stage. It's important definitely to warm up your wrist for this. Okay, so I think that's my toughest core strength challenge so far. Hopefully you've been building up your routine of the super heroine or hero, the frog, the crazy crab, if I can remember them all.
Bridge.
The bridge, and now the handstand. We're going to be so strong after this. Okay, now for the final part of the session, we just move on to the global goal, using my global goals ball. Today's goal is life below water, goal number 14. So as always, I've done some research for us. So I was very surprised by these stats. 3 billion people depend on marine biodiversity for their livelihood, so it's clearly so important, not just for the animals and fish, but also for humans. 30% of the world's fish stocks are overexploited currently. We really need to look after the ocean because the oceans absorb 30% of the CO2 produced by humans. And I read the other day that whales are really essential for absorbing CO2 as well. So yeah, there's a lot we need to do about conservation. 75% of the world is ocean, and 99% of Earth's living space by volume is ocean. 40% of this ocean is currently heavily polluted. It's pretty terrible. There are currently 13,000 pieces of plastic litter per kilometre squared of ocean, which equates to 8 million tonnes. If we continue at this rate, by 2050 there will be more plastic in the ocean than fish. So hopefully we can come up with a good solution. Not throwing away so much plastic, definitely not throwing it in the sea. I'm just going to focus on one of the Global Goals teams. They're from Dubai. It's called the Spectacular 8. They focused on life below water for their global goal. What they did is they cleaned the beaches in Dubai, and they created a sculpture from all the trash they collected, and they helped to raise awareness. So well done to them. So with your team, or even just at home, you can do loads of stuff for the global goals. So maybe if you've got a team, you could practice, you could talk to them about focusing on one of the global goals, because together we can all make a difference. So that's just about it for today's session. So hopefully you've enjoyed learning the skills that we did today: the step over, the rollover, and the Maradona. Hopefully you were more successful than me with the handstand. I did get there in the end. I'll put them up on our Instagram, so in case you want to check out some tips. And the global goal, goal number 14. Let's see if we can all do something to improve the life below water. So, hope you've had a good session. Have a lovely Wednesday, and I'll see you on Friday and Sunday, and then Monday for the session in Spanish. Have a nice rest of your day, guys, and yeah, hope you had fun. Bye.